Kajang Tribe is one of the traditional tribes located in Bulukumba Regency, South Sulawesi, precisely around 200 kilometers east of Makassar. The Kajang area is divided into 8 villages and 6 hamlets. However, it should be noted that Kajang is divided into 2 geographically, namely Kajang Dalam, tribes of Kajang, they are called Tau Kajang, and Kajang Luar, people who dwell around relatively modern Kajang tribes, they are called Tau Lembang. The Kajang Luar area is an area that has been able to accept technological civilizations such as electricity, unlike the Kajang Dalam, in which cannot accept civilization. That is why, in a single area where there is no electricity. Not only that, if we enter our amatoa or inside area, we cannot wear sandals because of sandals made from technology. The form of inner and outer Kajang houses is very different. In the Kajang Luar, the kitchen and the toilet is located at the back of the house as well as houses in general. Unlike the Kajang Dalam or amatoa area, which places the kitchen and the place to dispose of the water in front. This is because in the war era, Kajang warriors often enter homes to find food, which is why the kitchen and urination place are placed in front of the house. Not only that, the soldier also doesn't see the child of the house owner because the soldier thinks that whatever is inside the house is his. The Kajang area is also famous for its very thick customary law, and it's still valid today. They distance themselves from everything related to modernization, economic activities, and governance of Bulukumba Regency. It may be due to the relationship between indigenous peoples and their forest environment, which always rests on their traditional view of life.
Next, what is the brief history of the Kajang Tribe? The Amato indigenous people are known as the Kajang Tribe living in Bulukumba Regency, South Sulawesi.
Manage forest resources sustainably, even though geographically the area is not far, around 50 kilometers from the center of economic activity and government of Bulukumba Regency. This is due to the relationship between indigenous people and their forest environment based on a wise view of life, namely treating forests like a mother who must be respected and protected. Geographically and administratively, the Kajang customary community is divided into Kajang Dalam and Kajang Luar. The Kajang Dalam indigenous people are scattered in several villages, including Panatoa Village, Bontobaji, Maletleng, Patiroang, Batu Nilamung, and parts of Tambangan Village. The Kajang Dalam indigenous community as a whole is bordered by Tuli in the north, with Limba in the east, with Sepa in the south, and with Doro in the west, while Kajang Luar is spread in almost all Kajang districts and several villages in the Bulukumba Regency, including Jojulo Village, Tibona Village, Bontominasa Village, and Batu Lohe Village. The area of Kajang is a bumpy hilly area. From certain regions in the village, you can see the Lompo Batang Bawakare mountain range and the Bantayang Valley in the west. In addition to the division of the area, there are also customary and community forest areas in the Kajang tribe settlement. Customary forests are often referred to as sacred heritage forests with a total area of 317.4 hectares. Everything inside the customary forest must not be damaged, including cutting down wood, hunting animals, or let alone burning the forest. The customary forest, also known as Borong Karama, is believed by the Kajang tribe to have a magical value that would adversely affect their lives if they violated the rules, whereas society is deliberately used for the benefit of the community. The area of the forest is 144 hectares where people are allowed to work on or cut down trees in it. Even so, they are required to first plant the same type of tree seedlings before being cut down. They cultivate the forest products and enjoy with the Kajang Tribe community. Furthermore, residential areas of the Kajang Tribe generally have geological features in the form of sandy land, peat, and some areas are rocky land. Of the total area, the forest area is the largest and the widest, consisting of customary forest areas, protected forests, and community forests. They use a lot of forest land for agriculture and plantation sectors. The Kajang Tribe is one of the local communities that is considered to have a unique belief system, even though the system is still dualistic. On the other hand, they believe in monotheism, which is characterized by a belief in a single power called Turiye Ratna. On the other hand, they also believe in polytheistic matters, which are characterized by worship and devotion to spirits and objects such as rocks, mountains, etc. In terms of social structures and institutions, they also have formal social structure and institution. In addition, they also have an informal social institutions known as Adat Limaya and Karayang Talua. As with other institutions or structures, there are also certain actors in the social institutions who control their movements and roles. Today, most of the Kajang tribe embraced Islam, but they also practice a customary belief called Patuntong, which is interpreted as seeking the source of truth. This implies that if humans want to get the source of truth, then they must rely on three pillars: God, land, and ancestors. However, only the people living in the Kajang Dalam area still fully adhere to the Amatoa, or the Kajang tribe. They practice a very simple way of life by rejecting everything that smells of technology. For them, technological attacks can have a negative impact on their lives because they are destructive to the preservation of natural resources.
The traditional Kajang tribal house is a house on stilts, not much different from the traditional of the Bugis Makassar tribe.
The difference is that each house is built facing west. Building a house against the direction of the sun's rise is believed to be able to give blessings. Black is a traditional color that is thick with sanctity, and if we enter the Amatoa area, our clothes must be black. Black has meaning for the Amatoa community as a form of equality in all things, including similarity in simplicity. There is no better black color between each other. All black is the same. Black shows strength, equality for everyone in front of the Creator. Similarity in the form is born, addressing environmental conditions, especially the preservation of forests that must be preserved as a source of life. In terms of marriage, the Kajang customary community is bound by adat which requires marriage with fellow people in the customary area. If not, they must live outside the customary area, except for couples who are willing to follow all the rules and customs that apply in the customary area. Another taboo is to include man-made items that live outside the customary area as well as influences and other forms into the customary area. One of the typical foods of the Kajang tribe is rice with 4 colors. Egg prepare offerings began to be arranged in a booth on the edge of the rice field. Offering in the form of 4-color rice. Side dishes, fruits are blessed by Amatoa in the Rumatang ceremony. At the traditional ceremony lunch, at the edge of this rice field has certain conditions. Kajang customary land with a distinctive culture becomes a tourist spot in Bulukumba Regency. The center of the Kajang tribal community activities is in Beteng village, which is marked by the presence of Amatoa's house, the traditional leader who is always visited by visitors to learn about the Kajang tribe.
The basic musical instruments, which are the wind instrument from bamboo, resemble flutes. Basic music is usually displayed after the funeral ceremony in the Kajang Tribe in South Sulawesi. This documentation was made on a series of recording activities of Indonesian Music Series Program Volume 18. Sulawesi, music for the festival, funeral, and accompaniment of war. In Janaya Hamlet, Tanah Toa Village, Kajang, Bulukumba City, South Sulawesi, September 1996. This production produced audio in the form of CDs and tapes, published by the Indonesian Performing Arts Society in collaboration with the Smithsonian Institution. Fabite Fasapu. This dance is a traditional party of the Kajang tribe. This is the tradition of the Kajang tribe, namely complaining headbands. Kamase-mase is simplicity. The language used by the residents of the Kajang tribe is the Makassar language which connects Konjo. If there are outsiders who enter the tribal area and do not ask permission and do things that are not fair, then they will wear the dhoti. Dhoti is some kind of magic spell that can cause death. According to the myth there, Kajang birds are the forerunner of humans who are driven by Tomanurung as Amatoa. Hence, the area is called Suku Kajang. Prohibition of making houses with brick. According to the fair, this is a challenge because only the dead are in a grave flanked by the ground. Houses whose raw materials are brick even though the owner is still alive, but in principle, they are considered dead or in rough language are dead because they are already surrounded by soil.
The Kajang tribe is a tribe that still adheres to its traditional rituals to this day. Although now many tribes have left their traditional rituals, it is also a tribe that cannot accept change even if only a little. It is considered as a violation of customary law made by their ancestors.
The tribe is unique, natural, and simple. The nature is still beautiful. The forest is still maintained and so on. Making Kajang is one of the cultural tourism attractions. One of the things that make it difficult for tourists to travel is fear of outsider entering Kajang. Because you heard people who are alone will be afraid of a kind of magic and supernatural power that can be there. In addition, now our itself very close with outsiders. But don't worry guys, it is not as scary as you imagine. The Kajang tribe have now become one of the regional visits in Bulukumba Regency. The people are very welcoming and friendly, and they will provide snacks and drinks when you come to one of the houses they use as a gathering place. The head village will be the speaker and one of the daughters will be the translator, so you can ask any question you want to.
As the citizen of Indonesia, we must preserve the culture of this tribe. The tribal community must keep whatever God has provided to nature. By knowing the medicine properties of the tribe, we also benefit in living with nature.